please welcome Harry Mills! So a lot of people like to say that gays can't drive. And it's true. I had a car accident about a month ago with a parked car in a 40 zone. And I know it was a 40 zone because I swerved away from a school kid. And thank fuck I didn't hit him because I don't think I'd have what it takes to be in prison. I don't have a gag reflex. But anyways, I swerved into this old lady's car and thank God she wasn't in it because she'd really lived through enough. The Great Depression, World War II, Titanic, the movie. But anyway, she came out and she was freaking out. She was telling me that she just lost her husband. She's struggling to survive on the pension. To be honest, her life sounded like a car crash. Anyways, if I could go back in time and smack the shit out of 17-year-old me, Harry, I would, because when I was school captain in high school, I thought I would give a little bit of a joke at an assembly. It went a bit like, what's the difference between school and a dead prostitute? I know, rough, right? School still sucks. Don't know what Harry was on back then. But anyways, it warranted a meeting with the principal. And I was basically told that I'd brought shame to my legacy, right? Which is ironic because you wouldn't believe my surprise 2 years later when I see a very familiar face on a news headline. Catholic school principal found guilty. So the person that the principal sex offended was over the age of 18, which was a surprise for a few. But some people say that somehow makes it better. Either way, it's both fucked, right? But my dad said to me that night, Harry, I always knew that man was twisted. Fucking Father of the Year here. Thanks for sending me to school with someone you thought was a predator. You know, I used to think the word impotent meant stupid. So then when my dad became impotent because he had his prostate removed, he said to me, son, do you reckon you're going to go back to uni? I said, Dad, of course I will. I'm not bloody impotent. And I said it really slow so he would understand. So I was in Amsterdam last October with a mate and we went to the red light district and saw a sex show, right? Now the performer had the body of a 20-year-old and a face that was just geriatric, right? She looked like my mum, maybe a few years older. I'm so sorry, Mum. I'm not saying you look old. Nah, just kidding. Mum's not here. She's not here tonight. She's in the home with her caretaker. Anyways, so it's really hard to get into a sex show, right, when you're thinking, fuck, she looks Mum's age or a bit older. And this performer pulled what must have been at least 15 metres of ribbon out her vag. And you know how they say your last 7 minutes is essentially just a flashback? I reckon mine's going to be like getting married, buying my first house, holding my kids, all tied together in 15 metres worth of ribbon. It gets a bit serious now though. It's been a tough year. Unfortunately, did lose my stepmom to cancer. Because after she recovered, she left Dad for her oncologist. So she's not in the picture. But I tell you what, being a teenager, having a stepmom is pretty weird. Society really skews your perception of what a stepmom should be. And by society, I mean Pornhub. Like, stepmommy and I would just be home alone. And she'd say, honey, I'm doing the washing. Do you want to shove a load in? I didn't know I was gay at the time, right? So I get so excited. You know, I'd find her, she'd be there, just doing the fucking washing. That's not why I hated my stepmom, though. To put it simply, she was just a rotten witch of a woman. And I'm not saying getting cancer was my stepmom's karma. That'd be cruel. But surely being a fuckwit didn't help. Speaking of wicked witches, since Wicked did really well, I don't know if any of you have heard, but they're remaking The Wizard of Oz. And I think they're going to be using the title, Just Click Your Fucking Heels, You Dumb Bitch. Thank you, been a hoot.
Hey, man!